Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jan Moses, back here with the penultimate episode of the salary cap report. That's right, we have only 2 episodes of the salary cap report left for NBA 2K25. My team, recording this one on Sunday, August 3rd. I still can't believe it's August. I apologize. We are 26 days away from being able to play NBA 2K26 My Team if you're willing to spend either 100 or 150 US dollars to pre-order the game and get one of the more premium versions of NBA 2K26, which is pretty crazy. And as I've talked about, I think for the majority of this season, I am more than likely not going to be playing all that much of My Team in Season 9. And if I do, I want to try and mess around with as many GOAT cards as I can possibly add to my team. We'll see what kind of pack offers they give us in Season 9. I'm hopeful that they're a little more generous with their offers, not just with VC packs, but also with MT packs. I know that they probably know that a lot of us have, a decent amount of MT, unless you guys have been ripping packs or buying players, which is objectively the much smarter move. I don't like that I play my team like this, where I just hoard all of my MT until the final season. I just hate the thought of buying a player and then losing out on a lot of MT, and that's why I always end up saving my MT until, the final season of the year or until August. And then it's like, okay, well, now I can get all the players I want. Hopefully, we'll see what the prices look like, but I can get all the players I want at a much better price than I could in previous seasons. But that's because everyone is selling off their cards because they're done playing for the year and they want to give themselves a few weeks off before the new NBA 2K drops to kind of unwind and recharge their batteries. So I will probably try to upload at least a couple of gameplay videos with whatever GOATs I can get. Maybe we can do some fun challenge videos in Showdown or something, because I haven't played a ton of Showdown, so my matchmaking is not going to be totally screwed. But we'll figure that out in Season 9. Let's focus in on what we're here to talk about today, which is salary cap. Now, I don't have all that much to talk about. It does look like more player salaries have come down. That 21,200 team salary is not for the team I'm going to show you guys today. We didn't make any dramatic changes to our lineup, but I do want to show you guys that we were able to bring back Guerschon Yabusele and Adem Bona. Their dynamic duo brings them both up to Dark Matter tier, which is really nice. I've run this bench lineup before, and even though I don't love Bona's jumper, it's just really nice having 4 Dark Matters here coming off the bench. And I really like Guerschon Yabusele's jump shot, and I'm not just saying that because he's now a New York Knick. But we were able to move on from, I think we had Amethyst Tumani Kamara here and Amethyst Nikola Jovic. There was a period of time, I believe like a week ago, where if we were playing any salary cap, if I wanted to run a lineup like this one, I would have had to have run a Ruby power forward like the one I had in my lineup at the time, which was Sharif Abdur-Rahim, who I believe came out in Season 1 because he was at 800 salary just to make that lineup work. Now you can see we are 600 below the salary cap threshold of 30,000 with all of these, I think, pretty damn solid cards in my lineup. I've really enjoyed running this starting 5 for these last few weeks of salary cap here in NBA 2K25 My Team, and I'm probably not going to make any changes. But if you wanted to make a change, let's say you're running something similar, salary cap value wise as my starting 5 with, a pink diamond point guard, a pink diamond small forward, the Noah and Corey Brewer duo, and then Ryan Hollins. There is a way you could bring in a second Galaxy Opal. I'm saying second because Joakim Noah is a Galaxy Opal card, and that would be by demoting Anthony Black to a diamond point guard, which I'm debating doing just to mix it up. But at the same time, do I really want to mix it up when we really only have, a handful of salary cap games left? If you guys saw, I'm still 0-0. I've yet to play a game of salary cap here in round 3, so we do need to get on that. But just to show you guys an alternate lineup you could run, I know a lot of you guys like Delano Banton, and for good reason. He's a really good card, and I don't think he's 3,000 salary worse than Anthony Black. So I would make a move like this if there was a player that you liked much more in a in the Galaxy Opal tier, for example, that was better than one of your pink diamonds. So if you have one of those pink diamonds like Robert Covington, Jabari Smith Jr., Michael Beasley, Dr. J, LeBron James, and you want to upgrade to a Galaxy Opal you really like, for example, like a Purvis Ellison, you could now do this, and because you demoted your point guard salary by 3,000, you can now upgrade your Pink Diamond small forward salary by 3,000 to bring in a Galaxy Opal. And Purvis Ellison is incredible, one of the best jump shots in this game, and you could argue he's arguably the best Galaxy Opal player not named Victor Wembanyama in this game, just because of how good his jump shot is, the fact that he's small forward eligible at 6'10", and I mean his badges are incredible. Only 18 Hall of Famers, but that's still, I feel like they kind of nerfed this card a little bit attributes wise because of just how good his jump shot is. But if you have one of those higher end coaches, like I'm still running Mike D'Antoni because Mike D'Antoni boosts speed with ball along with 3-point shooting. So you'll be able to make that Purvis Ellison even more glitchy. So yeah, I feel like this could be a lineup maybe I'll just run just for funsies, just to kind of change it up a little bit. And then, like I said, we do have 600 salary to mess around with. I can't really make any dramatic changes, I think, to the players I have here because I really like all these players, even the lower tier cards, right? Like Delano Banton, we just put him into the lineup. Ryan Hollins and Desanya Diop, I think, I spoke a lot earlier in the year about how much I loved, oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. I guess that's how long it's been since I've last used him. Quentin Post was my favorite center that I've run in salary cap for a really long time. And I ended up moving on from him to get Desanya Diop. And now that I like his jump shot more, Diop is so good because he's so much faster than Quentin Post and he's so much more elite defensively. And Ryan Hollins, I mean, when he first came out, people really liked him, and it took me a minute to kind of join the Ryan Hollins bandwagon. But now that I've been using him for a couple of months, I love this card. He's so elite. He's so damn good. Or I don't know if he's been out for a couple of months, but I was like a couple of weeks late to the Ryan Hollins party. And I'm really happy that I ended up adding him to the salary cap lineup because he's just that damn good. I think this is the latest in the video that I have to do a recording check. Looks like we are recording. Great. Hi, YouTube. First, I'm kind of wearing my blue light glasses. I'm recording this relatively early in the morning-ish on a Sunday. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to show you guys salary cap lineup wise. Unfortunately, Yao Ming is still at 18,500 salary. I was really looking forward to building a salary cap lineup for you guys with Yao Ming in it. And as I've talked about all year, I don't feel comfortable showing you guys a lineup in salary cap that's just a starting five because I don't play salary cap like that. And I also think it's kind of easy to put together a starting five of, players that you really like to run within salary cap and then have a bench 8. They're all gold cards at 200 salary or so because, it's easy math, right? You have 8 bench players times 200 is 1,600 salary. So you have, 28,400 salary to build the remainder of your starting five. So if you were to do that and then you bring in Yao Ming, you do have 10,000 salary to add players around Yao Ming, from the point guard through power forward position. So you could easily do that. You could do him and, 4 diamonds. Like this lineup would work totally fine in salary cap as long as you remove some of these players off the bench that are in the amethyst and diamond tier. So yeah, if you want to do that, by all means go ahead. And if you're really good with managing your player stamina and stuff like that, I think you'll be able to win a lot of games still. But I would prefer to run salary cap with a bench. It's just how I've always played 5v5 games. Domination, any 5v5 game mode, offline or online, in my MyTeam career, I've enjoyed running a bench lineup as well, just because, that's what they, I'm a New York Knicks fan, and I got to watch Tom Thibodeau run the Knicks starters, into the ground in some games. And I still would rather see, just like how I want this out of Mike Brown, I like to see my bench come in and play some minutes just to give my starters somewhat of a break, if that makes sense. So, okay. Anyways, moving on, I wanted to open up a 10-pack box for you guys. And I guess one of the blessings with me not being able to record this episode yesterday was that I had time this morning when I got up to grind out some of the agendas to get that new week 6 GOAT piece, so that I could break that down into 30 pieces, and then from those 30, use 25 of them towards this Rhythmic 10-pack box. I think I only have 46 gold pieces right now, so I don't have enough for the whatchamacallit, the option pack, the 100 overall option pack. Maybe we'll get enough pieces to do this on Tuesday's final episode of the salary cap report. And I do want to add a couple of these other players, invincible and below, to my lineup. So we actually do have to grind this game a little bit, for fun. We only have another couple of weeks left, basically, of this game, still being relevant, I guess. So, if that, more like 1 week left. So let's go ahead and open this 10-pack box up real quick. We have this, and we have a Galaxy Opal option pack. But there is our Rhythmic 10-pack box. Let's go ahead and open that up after we open up this option pack. Let's just open this up and see. Probably one of our final few Galaxy Opal option packs of 2K25. And it's a dud. I think, we have both of these cards as unauctionable. We're not going to take them. We're going to take New York Knicks legend Jason Kidd. I think he's the only Jason Kidd card that I've ever gotten this year, which is pretty funny. So, all right, here we go. Rhythmic 10-pack box. You know what? I'm going to be realistic here. If 2K wants to just give me Darko Milicic, I'd be cool with that. But I would really love to see a 100 overall. This is my final free 10-pack box of NBA 2K25, I think. So, it would be really nice if 2K gave us something higher than a Dark Matter Shake in this 10-pack box. We already have a shaker. That is either Darko Milicic or a 100 overall or higher. Let's see. It's Darko Milicic. We'll take Darko. At least I think it's Darko, unless 2K is screwing around with us and they're going to give us a dupe. Let's see. Eastern Conference 97. Yeah, it's going to be Darko. Show me the blue. Darko Milicic, welcome to the squad. There he is. Okay, now we have all the Dark Matters. Can we see one more slow shake? Because one more slow shake would mean we get a 100 overall or higher. We start here with a Series 1 or Gems of the Game card. We get Darius Garland. I am pretty excited for NBA 2K26 so that we can get these Series 1 cards to actually be a little helpful for our team. If you are pre-ordering the game, let me know as we get a duplicate Max Strus. Let me know which team are you going to choose to get your 100 overalls, yikes, your Series 1 cards from. I don't know if it's only the $150 version or if it's also included in the $100 version, as this is the Cleveland Cavaliers pack. We've gotten a Darius Garland, Max Strus, Dark Matter, and now we have a Donovan Mitchell. I'm, as a Knicks fan, leaning towards picking the New York Knicks. But if Victor Wembanyama's Series 1 card looked decent at all, and by decent, I mean, he has higher... Okay, now we're getting all the duplicate Dark Matters. Great, thank you, 2K. Like, if he has a higher that... Like, if he... what's it called? I can't English. I'm still working through my coffee. I apologize. If he has a speed that's higher than 40 on that Series 1 card, I will strongly consider picking the San Antonio Spurs. Because you'll still get... who was your rookie? Ace Bailey? I think it was Ace Bailey. You get De'Aaron Fox. Man, if Kevin Durant had gone there, we could have gone KD also. It's a shame. It's also a shame that we're not getting any more slow shakes in these 10-pack boxes. These 10-pack boxes this season, I think, have been a total flop. With how bad the pack odds have been, like, it's sad that the minute I saw Darko Milicic, like that shake in the first pack, and I saw that it was Darko, I knew we were not going to see another slow shake in the rest of this 10-pack box. That is very sad. But, it is what it is. Adrian Dantley, final pack of our final 10-pack box that we get for free. And it's going to end probably the way our first free 10-pack box on this channel started this year. And that is with a gold player. We get Linton Johnson. I mean, a 73 overall in August is crazy. A 73 overall in, late August for NBA 2K26 MyTeam would also be crazy. So we end up getting 3 Dark Matters. 2 of them are duplicates. We will take, I guess, the nearly 11,000. Okay, actually more than 11,000. Almost 12 or 13,000 to MT. Not too bad. Not the worst thing in the world. I'm going to try to get one gameplay out for you guys in salary cap. I'm not sure if I'm going to record it today or on Tuesday, but maybe we'll do it on Tuesday with the final salary cap update. I got to find a way to play some salary cap, man. Maybe I'll try to bang out some salary cap games on Tuesday, because right now it is a little past 10 a.m. Eastern time on Sunday, and I am going to try to grind out Park with my buddy for the final, at least I think it's the final, GOAT event card for winning 5 games in a row. I'm excited for that, but yeah, all right. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for rocking with me. Until next time, I'll see you later.